Hi guys! So I'm back with another video, and as you can see, I have a new American Girl doll to open. Funny enough, I know at the beginning of the year when I went for the Girl of the Year reveal, I wasn't too sure if I wanted Gabriela. And I think the main reason, as weird as this sounds, was the fact that I did not like the new packaging. But also I just wasn't sure because I actually do not like her collection in terms of her accessories and outfits. So that was another thing that kind of put me off from her. But over the last few months, the more and more that I've seen her, she is a really pretty doll. And I don't have an ethnic American Girl doll. As you know, my Reborn collection is very diverse in ethnicities, as is my cloth dolls collection. But I haven't had any ethnic American Girl dolls. So I really, over the last few months, started to really like her as a doll. This is probably all I'm going to get. The only other thing that I like in her collection is her pajamas. And whenever I buy any American Girl doll, I also always get their accessories to go with them. Not like all the play sets and stuff like that, but the ones that are actually called like their accessory set. However, I completely forgot to pick that up when I was at the store, and I also forgot to pick up a doll stand. So I figured, oh, I can just order them off of the Indigo website, but for some reason they don't have the doll stands available to order on the website. So I'm gonna have to make a trip back to the store for a doll stand at some point. But anyways, once I got to the store, I went specifically to pick her up. But then I also recently found out there was a new, was it Truly Me? Yeah, the new Truly Me dolls came out. And there's one that looks a lot like Gabby. The only difference is I believe her skin tone is a tiny bit darker, not much though, they're almost the same. And her hair is longer and darker in color, and her lips are a slightly different shade, but not too much. They almost look like they could be sisters. And so when I got there, I decided to take a look at the other one, which I believe is number 67. So I kept going back and forth between the two of them. I don't really know why I was second guessing, because I was completely sold on Gabby. And 67 is absolutely beautiful as well. I actually felt like her darker hair color kind of made her pop a little bit more. But in the end, I decided to go with Gabby because she is the Girl of the Year. And so she's only going to be available for this year. Although I have heard that American Girl is extending her a little bit into 2018. But I think like after 2018 she'll be gone. Whereas 67 is still a fairly new doll. So she will be around probably for a few years. So I figured I would get Gabby for now, and either somewhere down the road I could get 67 as her sister, or if I completely change my mind altogether and want 67 over Gabby, I can always sell Gabby. But I figured get her now while I can, because I wouldn't want to miss out on her and then regret it down the line. So that's what I did, and while I was there, I also got her ears pierced because I always do that when I get the Girl of the Year dolls. I always get their ears pierced because they always have their own earring set. And so this is her earring set that she came with. So there's her earring set. It's flowers, and then these are music notes and birds. So I got her set, and the way that they do it at Indigo is they give you this little paper, and then you take it to the cashier, so they scan this and know that you're paying for ear piercing, and then you pay for the doll and all that stuff. And then you take your receipt to the doll salon, and then they pierce the doll's ears. And you have the choice of whether or not you want them to take them out of the box to pierce them or leave them in the box. And I always choose to leave them in because I just want them in there until I get home. Then, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. Usually, the only thing that's the only thing that you get as part of the piercing is the Girl of the Year's earring set. But this time, they also gave me an extra free set of earrings with it that happened to be Girl of the Year Grace's earring set. And I was like, oh, I already have this earring set because I have Grace. So they actually gave me this earring set. And it's a Truly Me set that has stars, little hoop earrings, and some studs. And this was like included. So it was like 2 sets of earrings for basically the price of one. So I was kind of surprised. I don't know if that was like a special that was going on, because usually you only get one set of earrings. So that was kind of a nice surprise, although I have to wonder now, if I was to take one of my Truly Me dolls to have their ears pierced, what are they going to give me? Because it seemed like this was the Truly Me set that you should get when your Truly Me dolls are pierced. So I don't know if the woman made an error and that I wasn't actually supposed to get this set for free, but it was free, so that was cool. It was like 2 for 1. And then I also purchased this set, which this one, you cannot get this one with the ear piercing. You have to purchase this one separately. So it's basically 2 pairs of stud earrings, some stars, and cupcakes. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so anyways, let's get started on opening the box. And I'm not really sure how to open this new style of box, but I will say this. Basically what happened this year is American Girl introduced this new packaging, and even Gabriela's clothes are in a new packaging. They're not in the little boutique style boxes anymore. They are just in like, it looks like something from Walmart or Toys R Us, where the clothes are like sewn into the package, and people have been having issues where there's holes in the clothes because of the way they're packaged now. So a lot of people complained about the new packaging, and also American Girl came out with some dolls that had what they called perma panties, which basically meant that their underwear could not be removed. It was like attached to the body. It was actually part of the body. And people didn't like that either. And I guess they got enough complaints that they announced they are discontinuing the perma panties, going back to the old ones, and they're also going back to the old packaging. So it looks like Gabriela is going to be the only doll that comes in this packaging, so I'm pretty happy to hear that. So usually the old packaging is just like a lift off the top, but this one doesn't have that. So I'm not really sure. This is kind of cool. They show the book here on the front. It almost feels like a sticker, but I don't think it is. It's just kind of like a shiny thing, which is kind of cool. And it says on the air, Girl of the Year 2017. And it also says it on the front. So I'm going to turn it this way because I believe from what I've seen in other videos that I have to do it from this end. Yeah, it lifts up here. And I basically went through every Gabriela doll on the shelf to pick one out. And this was the one I ended up choosing because I am extremely picky when I pick out my American Girl dolls. Like every little thing has to be as perfect as possible with them. So it pulls out like this, which is what a lot of people didn't like, because it was always nice to be able to just lift off the lid. I also have some scissors because I didn't know if I needed scissors for this kind. And with the original packaging, usually what happened was there was like a plastic piece in here where the book sat. Now the book is like at the bottom of the box. And usually they were in with elastics that you would just have to slip off and they would come right out. But this looks like, oh, it's still elastics. Okay, it's still elastics, so this might be easier than I thought it was gonna be. And they put the like styrofoam around there to protect the ankles. Okay, sorry guys, I was noticing that the video was kind of dark, so I adjusted something, so now hopefully you can see a bit better. So it's like cardboard here. The inside of the box has like a blue, almost like a mosaic tile print. And it has, the tiles are like light blue, and it has these circles with like a dark blue color. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so for her wrists, it's like some kind of a plastic tab, and it looks like I might have to cut that off. They have some styrofoam pieces stuffed between her hand and the box that is like glued on there. And these big plastic strips around her wrist, I really do think I'm going to have to cut those off, which is kind of unfortunate. The thing I like about the old boxes was how everything was just elastic that you could slip out easily, so that if you decided to sell your doll and put it back in its original box, you would just slip the elastics over and everything would be good to go. Oh, also inside, taped to the side of the box, is a little packet, and it looks like it has her hairband and it has some little hair ties in there. And her hairband is like a bright pink color. So I will take the tape off of that. Sorry, my phone is going off. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to cut it. As much as I wish I didn't have to cut it, I'm gonna have to cut it. I really didn't want to have to do that. The plastic strips are going through the cardboard with a slit in the cardboard, and then they're taped on the outside. So I'm wondering, maybe I could just take the tape off. No, I'm gonna have to cut it. It's not going. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. Okay. And I'll slide it back through. There we go. Okay. So I'm trying to cut it from the outside because I don't want to nick her hands. So, with the scissors, so I'm going to cut it from the outside if I can. This one might be, oh, this one I was actually able to get the tape off. Oh, there we go. And that one just slides out. Okay, her arms are out. Okay, now for the neck. Oh, it looks like the neck is still in with an elastic on the plastic tab thingamajiggy. So that is still kind of the same, but this one's harder to take off. Oh, there we go. And then underneath the elastic again is another piece of foam. Okay, so she should be able to come right out now. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna set her beside the box and take out her book. And her book is wrapped in plastic wrap. It looks like there was glue on the back to stick it in the box, but it didn't hold. But it's okay, it wasn't like rolling around or anything in the box, so that is totally fine. Okay, so here she is out of the box. And as you can see, she is wearing purple sneakers. The bottom is gray. It's got like a little zigzag design on the bottom, and then it has these turquoise stripes on the side. Well, not really stripes, it's like a little design, and then the straps are turquoise as well. And then she has denim leggings, and then she has a layered look on top. So she has a turquoise shirt underneath, and I'm trying to see if it's, oh, it's a tank top. It's a turquoise tank top. And then on top of it is a purple 3/4 length sleeve shirt that says Dream in silver letters. It's like handwritten cursive, and then underneath is like a stripe. And the earrings that they gave her are a turquoise stud earring. And I'm just going to see if that was part of, oh, that kind of earring is actually in the Truly Me set. And I'm trying to see if it's in the set that I purchased or if it's, oh, it's in the Truly Me set that they gave for free. So again, that's kind of not norm, because usually when I get the Girl of the Year's ears pierced, like when I got Grace's and Leah's, they gave them one of the earrings from their actual set. So they would have chose like the music notes or the turquoise roses or something like that. And they usually like give you those extra. So you still get the whole set in the package. That's how it was with Grace. I got the whole set in the package, but they pierced her ears with the hearts that was in her set. So I basically got 2 pairs of heart earrings for Grace. So it's interesting. They gave me the Truly Me earrings for her. Maybe she was just thinking they match, like, because they're turquoise. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to take off her hairnet. So let me get her sitting up. I find it hard to get American girls to sit up, especially when they're new, because their leg strings are kind of tight. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to take off her hairnet. Hopefully her hair is good. I tried to pick one that didn't have a lot of stray hairs hanging out of the hairnet. This one has a small one. If it's kind of wonky, I'll probably just snip it off. I've done that before with their dolls. But I think it should be okay. She has dark brown hair, whereas 67 was more of black hair. But she has like a dark brown hair, and it's super, super curly in ringlets, as you can see. And I think that was the other thing I was hesitating on with her, is as gorgeous as her hair is, I was afraid it was going to be hard to upkeep the hairstyle. But I've actually watched a lot of review videos on her and such, and I've asked a lot of questions to people that have her about how hard her hair is to like maintain, and a lot of people said her hair is actually pretty easy to take care of, so that kind of helped sell me on it. So I'm going to turn her around this way so we can see the back. So I'm just kind of like separating some of her ringlets and trying to give it some shape here, pulling some back. Oh, and I just took one of the ringlets out. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how I manage with this hair. I don't know. And I think that was another reason I decided to go with her, was because it's shorter, it's slightly shorter hair than 67. And so I thought, again, that might be a little bit easier to maintain since it's shorter and not as long. But we'll see. I mean, look at those ringlets. They are, and I mean, I don't have a doll that has ringlets either. But super curly and really quite soft, actually. And, you know, someone else told me that 67's hair isn't as soft as Gabriela's. So that was another kind of selling point for me. She has a strand of hair here, and I'm not sure where it's supposed to go. Maybe in this curl. You kind of just have to wind the hair. There we go. That's where it's supposed to go. Okay. And then this one, I'm not sure where this one goes. It'll just fall in. There we go. All right, now it's looking good. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. So I don't know how well you guys can see her ringlets because her hair is quite a dark brown. Let me see if I can zoom it in for you guys. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, there's her hair. Whoops. Okay, and now you get to see her with her eyes open too, because when she was laying down, her eyes were closed. So let me try to get her eyes for you guys. Okay, so as you can see, she has dark brown eyes, and then she has like these kind of like a peachy brownish color lips, or like a, I don't know what color you would call those, but they're a really nice shade. So yeah, and what's cool also about her is that she is a face mold that I don't have in my collection either. I have a lot of dolls in my collection that have the same mold as Kit and Julie. So she is, I think, the Solani, if that's how you say it, mold. I'm still fairly new to American Girl, so I don't know all of the names of everything. But some of you guys out there that know better will probably be able to tell me if I'm right on that. But she is a new face mold, so that, for me anyway. So that's kind of cool to have a different face. Which also reminds me, this month, American Girl is releasing a new Be Forever doll, or historical doll, that's Hawaiian, and her name is Nanea, and she has a whole new face mold, like one that has never been used before. And a couple of people that are with the American Girl Rewards program, they were able to get her early, and I've seen some pictures of her and she is gorgeous. So I think I'll be wanting her at some point too, because her hair looks so like pretty and thick. And I wanted Kanani when Kanani was Girl of the Year, and she was a Hawaiian girl as well, but I missed out on her. So this will be my chance to get a Hawaiian doll in my collection, which I don't even have a Hawaiian Reborn, so that would be pretty cool. But there she is. This is Gabriela, or as I like to call her, Gabby. So welcome, Gabby, to my collection. And I'm gonna have to do a video soon changing all of my American Girls, because Anne, the Truly Me doll that I got in the new year, she's still in her winter outfit, and it's been so hot here, and every time I look at her I'm like, oh my god, that just makes me feel hotter, because she's in like boots and gloves and a toque and like a puffy vest. Like, it's so bad. So I really need to get them into some summer outfits, try on some of those new outfits that I was sent recently. as well, so stay tuned for that. And of course I'll be changing Gabby as well, and I'll have to get her pajamas, accessories, and doll stand whenever I can get down to the store again. But there she is, guys. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.